You know what no one tells you when you're promoted? That your first real symptom of growth is fear. It's not confidence. It's not certainty. Fear. That tight knot in your stomach before a meeting, that voice in your head whispering, who the am I to lead this team? That's not a red flag. That's your leadership waking up, so to speak. Because fear shows up the moment your work starts being about you. When you're suddenly responsible, not just for your own output, but for the direction, the performance, and the development of a whole group of people. Yeah, should kind of feel a little terrifying because it means it matters. And here's the part that most people miss. Bad managers rarely feel that fear. They're too focused on power, on control, on being right. But the real leaders, they feel the weight of it, the responsibility, the care. I want to take you inside a moment that burned this lesson right in my head. It was probably my third week managing a team in airport operations. One of the most experienced employees pulled me aside and flat out said, "You don't seem like you know what you're doing. Why should we follow you?" They said it a little bit ruder than that. But anyways, let me tell you, every instinct in me wanted to defend myself, to fake it, to posture, to pretend I had all the answers. I didn't. And in that moment, I kind of realized something I've never forgotten. Leadership doesn't require you to know everything. It requires you to stay in the room when you don't. That fear in my gut, that wasn't incompetence. That's a signal. Proof that I cared. Proof that I was in it for the right reasons. So if you've been feeling kind of like, I don't feel I deserve the role. What if I fail my team? I'm not sure I'm cut out for this. Let me say this clearly. Fear doesn't make you a bad leader. It makes you a real leader. And here's the twist. It's not confidence you're missing. It's structure. Think about it. Imagine being dropped off in the middle of a massive airport. You're told, you are now the air traffic controller. Planes are moving, lights are blinking, everyone is watching you. But you've got no checklist, you've got no handbook, you've got no protocol. Would you feel confident? Should you feel confident? I hope not. Now, imagine someone hands you a system. Clear communication flows, defined escalation paths, tools, and checklists. You'd still feel pressure, but now you'd at least have a way forward. That's what structure does. It doesn't eliminate fear. It does give it boundaries, though. The managers that I've coached over the years, most of them aren't struggling because they lack potential. They're great people. They're great leaders. But they're struggling because they're operating without a system. And when you lead without structure, guess what's going to show up? Overthinking, imposter syndrome, analysis loops, shame spirals, because no one ever gave you this invisible rule book. You can fake confidence, but your team, they can usually feel it. And deep down, you know you're faking it. People know when you're performing leadership instead of practicing it. Here's the shift for you. Leadership is not about feeling ready. It's about getting equipped. And when you're equipped, you lead differently. You ask better questions. You coach instead of correct. You build trust without trying hard to look like a leader. Let me ask you, have you ever written a Slack message 6 times before sending it? Have you ever spent all night ruminating over that one-on-one that didn't quite go so well? Overanalyzed every sentence of a decision email? That's not weakness. That's a symptom of guessing. Guessing what good leadership looks like. Guessing how to navigate hard conversations. Guessing if you're even doing it right. And that's exactly why I built this manager's playbook. It's a system that I wish I had. When I was getting passed over for promotions, not once, not twice, but 7 times. When I was managing unionized teams with strong personalities, and every decision felt like a landmine. When I was silently Googling things like how to run a meeting that doesn't suck, how to stop overthinking everything as a new manager. I didn't need inspiration. I didn't need motivation. I needed a system. And the moment everything changed was when I finally had one. Not a pep talk, not a motivational quote, but a real playbook. Scripts that I could use in tough conversations. Delegation frameworks that help me build without hovering. Decision tools that stopped me from spiraling. And the wild thing, like the crazy part of this, once I had structure, the fear didn't go away, but it stopped running the show. If you're feeling fear today, try this. Name the fear, then build a system around it. Scared to give feedback? Use the SBI model. Again, situation, behavior, impact. Are you scared to make a decision? Use the 80% rule. If you've got most of the info, make the call and adjust. Are you scared to delegate? Use who, what, when formula. Who's doing it? What's the outcome? And when does it need to be done? These aren't feel-good tricks. They're systems. And systems are what make fear manageable. If you're scared right now, if you're feeling way out of your depth, if you're questioning whether you're the wrong pick for this role, that's not a sign that you don't belong. It's the exact, I got chills right now, because it's the exact moment that leadership begins. Because leadership isn't about being fearless. It's about acting anyway, in service of something bigger than yourself. And fear's just the doorway. You can walk through it faking it, or you can walk through it equipped. Know this though, one path is going to lead to burnout. The other will lead to transformation. So if you're tired of guessing, you're just tired of winging it, tired of pretending you know what you're doing, then it's time to lead like someone who actually does. Get yourself a copy of the Manager's Playbook, because structure builds confidence. Clarity shrinks fear. And you already got the care, the drive, and the instincts. Let's just give your leadership the structure it needs. Click the link in the description to grab your copy of the Manager's Playbook and stop leading in the dark. You're not broken. You're building. And real leaders, they build on purpose, even when they're scared. Okay, get your coffee.